neighbors, it's Nicole Fetter, your local Arizona realtor. I'm back with another coronavirus update as far as how the coronavirus is affecting mortgages and the Arizona real estate market. April 1st did roll around and mortgages are due, so I'm getting a lot more calls, a lot more questions regarding what lenders are required to do as far as that 60-day forbearance of you not making your payments. And that is exactly what they are required to do currently. 60-day forbearance. Each lender is different. I want to note right here that a deferment and a forbearance are completely different. A deferment is where those 2 months go to the very back of your loan. You may accrue interest, but they aren't due until 2 more payments are due at the very back of your loan. A forbearance is where they give you 60 days, but in 60 days they're going to call you up and they're going to want a large lump sum to make up the payments you have not paid. Now, this seems a little silly to me because if you are unemployed currently with this pandemic and can't pay now, how likely are you to be able to pay this month, next month, and the months after all at one time, especially if you're still unemployed? So I decided to dig a little further in, call several lenders, and find out exactly what they're offering. What it looks like is lenders are offering between 60 all the way up to a year's forbearance. Again, a forbearance is not a deferment, so this is going to be very important that you call and check with your lender and make sure you are getting things set up exactly as you need them for your current financial situation. Now, what my lender said is in that 60 days, if I can't pay that lump sum, what they're doing is they're putting it to the very back of your loan term. So meaning if I have a 30-year loan and I just refinanced, my loan is 30 years, then come back. When I'm done with all my other payments, they're going to want the lump sum that's left from what I didn't pay. So it will still be a lump sum, but I will have a very long time to figure out how I'm going to pay that. If I'm going to pay it little by little throughout the months, or if I'm going to refinance my house, that kind of situation. All right, let's jump right into how the coronavirus is directly affecting the Arizona real estate market. We have been in this pandemic for over 30 days now, so we do have some numbers to back what's happening with the real estate market. What we are finding, and I'm sure you're all not surprised, is there is a decreased interest in buying and selling homes. Now, for the past 30 days, it looks like it's a 15% decrease. What we are seeing is a raise in inventory, meaning there's more sellers looking to hold on to their house and wait to sell, but there's still a high interest from buyers. So that could be a good thing for buyers because we have been in a seller's market for quite some time here in Arizona, so they will have more homes to pick from. Unfortunately, on the flip side of that, what we are finding too is lenders are tightening up on loan restrictions or loan qualifications to get new first-time home buyers in. So those that may have qualified for just a few weeks ago to purchase home may no longer. What lenders are doing is there's a minimum of 640 for any government-backed loan. That is quite a bit higher than it was. They're also requiring bigger down payments, more reserves. I already said the higher credit score. They're also making it a big bump in interest rate for those people that are a higher risk. What this means is there is a likelihood that if you could buy even a couple weeks ago, you need to check with your realtor and your lender because you may no longer qualify. For those that do still qualify, there's going to be more inventory for you, but that's a good thing for you. So it is good and bad news, unfortunately. What everybody's going to ask now is, are we likely to see continued lack of interest? And that answer is yes. The numbers will probably continue to increase at less and less interest while we're all on a stay-at-home order. I mean, obviously, buying a home is a little less of a priority than keeping everybody safe and healthy. So I would say just hold on if you don't need to buy. If you do need to buy, we are still here to help. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them. But as far as the foreseeable future, we don't really know what's going to happen. Is there going to be a huge market crash? I would say no. We are doing a lot to prevent that from happening. But what could happen, it's all going to depend on how we as consumers handle things in the near future, but also how lenders handle things in the near future. So it's going to be very important that we look at critical cues as we go through this pandemic situation. We also need to stay inside so we can get through it as quickly as possible. Obviously, it's going to take a much bigger effect on the market if this continues out past another 30 days. Right now, if it ends at April 30th, we're still in a good place where it might not be that bad, but if it continues to be moved out, then it's gonna have a much larger impact on our markets. If you have any questions, I know there's a ton in there and there's a ton to have questions about, please call, text, email, or direct message me. I would love to answer any questions you may have. I know a lot of you are looking to sell as quickly as possible because you don't want your home value to crash. So if you have questions about that, please again, call, text, email, direct message. I would love to talk to you about your options. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please like and share it with your friends so they know what's going on with their house values and the current real estate market. Thanks, wash your hands, be safe, and remember.
Go better with Fetter. You'll love her forever. She'll get you a home too.